Good evening. So there are some things I've walked away from in my life. And truth of it is, I don't miss them. Not one bit. And that might sound strange because most of those things were things I thought I needed. But today I want to talk about what I left behind and know that letting go gave me a second wind at 50. And no, this ain't a midlife crisis. I like to call it a midlife reboot. Part one. This one started off early in age. The big property dream. When I was younger, I believed owning a big piece of land meant I had made it. And I say big piece of property, I'm 5-6 acres. It was 6 acres, room to breathe, space, privacy, freedom. That was the dream. And I did it more than once. Alaska, South Dakota, Arkansas, Alabama. I've done 5-6 acre properties all over this country. And that was a dream. But here's what I learned. I didn't own the land. The land owned me. It just is. Every weekend was maintenance. You go to work all week, you come back, and there it is. You're mowing, you're fixing fences, you're clearing brush. There was always something that needed attention. It wasn't peaceful. It was a constant upkeep. Instead of freedom, I had responsibility on repeat, over and over and over and over. Every week was the same thing. You plan if you did something, you went off, you did something. Well, the next weekend, you doubled it up. And when I walked away from that, I felt relief. I mean, true relief. It was just like fresh air. Part two. Livestock and gardens. Again, I'll get some pushback on this, I know, but I thought I wanted livestock. Chickens, ducks, maybe even more. But what no one talks about is animals don't take a day off and gardens don't go on vacation. You're on call 24 hours a day. I mean, animals get sick. You got to weed them gardens. You got to water them or it all dies. The money, the time, the feed, the fencing, the vet bills. We've all had the vet bills. To raise chicken for meat and eggs costs me more than most people realize. As a hobby, sure, it's great. Get yourself 2-4 chickens, throw them out there. As a lifestyle obligation, for me, it became another form of maintenance. And I realized something powerful. Just because I can build it doesn't mean I should. Part three. The own your own business dream. This one's big. This one's real big. Again, this is something I've done more than once. We're told, own your own business, be your own boss, make all the money. That's what you get in your head. You start it, you just kick back. I chased it, I believed it, but here's what it looked like for me. This ain't for everybody, this is what it looks like for me. A lot of people are successful. This is how this world has been built. For me, employees not showing up. So I show up. Profits low, stress are high. Bills due, it doesn't matter if you're making a profit or not. You still got to pay the bills. Running a brick and mortar store isn't just freedom. It's pressure, it's risk. And it's constantly responsibility. Every day there's something to come up. Again, maintenance, there's the money part. Every day there's something going on with your business that you have to address. Your taxes are due or they're overdue, your bills are due. Again, when I walked away, another fresh air, and I don't miss it, not one bit. Part 4, living for expectations that weren't mine. Not everybody does this, but for me, this was real. This may be the hardest to admit, but a lot of my life wasn't really mine. It was expectations, what I thought I should want, what I thought a man was supposed to build, what success was supposed to look like. Big land, bigger responsibility, big stress. And I did it well. I can't say I didn't. I mean, everything I did, I've done as best as I could. But at 50, I had to ask myself, is this actually the life that I want? Maybe when I was younger, but right now. And it's hard to give up. It's hard to admit failure, if that's the word. I don't know if the word's failure, but or the life I thought I needed to prove something. Maybe that's part of it, where, you know, I could prove that I can do this. I can prove that I know what I'm doing. That question changes everything. Sometimes you got to ask the questions of what is expected, and are you the one that is behind it? That's hard. Part 5. Now, we've all dealt with this one, especially when you're this age. The loss. Walking away doesn't just bring relief, it brings loss. Money invested that you'll never get back. Time spent building things that no longer exist. I mean, I know places that I have built, and I talk to people, it's no longer there. It's changed. Everything I've done, it's gone. Years poured into projects. And beyond that, loved ones. Moments, time. There are things in life you cannot recover. That's the hard one. And for a while, it'll eat at you. It did me. I mean, it definitely ate at me. You start thinking about everything that you lost. Again, money and time. For me, that's the two. Money and then the time that you can't get back. You can kind of start growing money, but you can't just grow time. Everything that's gone. But here's the shift I had to make. I had to stop focusing on what I can't get back. I can't get back the loved ones. I can still have the memories. I can't get back the time. I can't get back the money. Start focusing on what I can still build. I can still build my retirement. I can still build small dreams. I can still build a maintenance-free lifestyle or something close. Part 6, reducing maintenance in life. This kind of goes back to the last one. At 50, my focus is simple. Reduce maintenance. Not just physical maintenance. We're talking about mental maintenance, emotional maintenance, and financial maintenance. If there's something that's costing you every month that you don't need, or if the house is too big and it's just you or you and your spouse, it all adds to that maintenance department. And after a while, it's a little hard to get up them stairs. It's harder to do that. You know, you got to kind of think about reducing the maintenance. Less stuff to manage, less stress to carry, less obligation. We need more freedom, more adventure, and joy, y'all. More joy, stuff that makes us smile. And yours may be you got your grandkids, or you're going traveling, or there's a certain pet, whatever it is. You got to have some joy. I don't need 6 acres anymore. I need space in my mind. I don't need livestock. I need flexibility. I need to know that next week, if I get a day off from work, it's supposed to rain, let's go. If you got livestock, no, you got to stay right there and tend to them chickens that's playing out there in the mud. I need to enjoy what I already have and what my lifestyle that's coming. I want to be able to enjoy that. My hikes, my traveling, my fishing, my family. There's just certain things that we can give up that will reduce the maintenance. So part 7, the reboot. So if you're feeling that shift, we're not going to call it a midlife crisis. That sounds chaotic. Call it a midlife reboot. And we need to make some bumper stickers, y'all. Anyway, it's a recalibration. Recalibration. Boy. A conscious decision to design the next chapter differently. So we have the chapters before, we have this chapter, and the future chapters. Now we're doing the reboot. It's like a do-over. Because here's the truth. We still have the time, we still have the energy, and we still have the wisdom. And now we get to build something lighter, something fun, something adventurous, and most importantly, something with less maintenance. You know, instead of mowing a bunch of grass, have a house that's only got a half acre or no grass. Yeah, I'm looking at maybe retiring somewhere, a little camper on the lake or a little condo, somewhere I don't have to mow. I mean, after a while, if I'm 80 years old, I mean, I look at my uncle, he gets an old riding lawnmower and he mows, but it takes him forever to get out to the lawnmower. And he's another one. He's got 6 acres. I don't know how he does it. Anyway, so if you're in your 40s, your 50s, your 30s, or your 60s, and you're quietly letting go of things you thought you needed, good. Good. You're not failing. You're evolving. It's so hard not to take on getting older. Sometimes we refuse and we think that we're still as young. And in our minds, we are. But at the same time, you still need to keep your energy up. We still need to go do things. We still need to be active. But just maintenance is not being active. Maintenance is busy work. Maintenance is more pressure on you. If you want to grow a couple tomato plants, grow them. If they die, it's not a big thing. But to grow a garden where you're pulling weeds all the time, I don't. My uncle finally, after, let's see, he's 82, I think 2 years ago, he finally stopped growing a garden. Now he's like, I can just go buy a tomato. It's just him. So that's different too. So this is your second win. This is your reboot. And it might be just the best chapter yet. Y'all think on this one. Rewatch it. Things I've had to let go, and I don't miss them. You know, in my 40s, I kind of missed them. 45, definitely starting to miss them. And now at this age, no, I don't. I want to move on with my life, and I want to see stuff, and I want to go do stuff, and I don't want anything to hold me back. If it's family and there's stuff going on, that's great, man. We can go to their weddings and their birthdays and all that. But when it's time to get on a plane, it's time to go. Anyway, I'm out. Thanks for y'all dropping by. Y'all hit that little like button or that subscribe thingy or whatever y'all supposed to do. Appreciate it, guys. Y'all be safe.